I did my SWOT analysis on Best Buy. So, the company was founded in 1966 by Ronald Schultz and was called The Sound of Music, before the name changed in 1983 to Best Buy. Best Buy is the leading provider of technology products, services, and solutions. Nationwide, Best Buy has more than 1,600 stores in North America, including large format and Best Buy mobile stores, and employs more than 125,000 people. So I'm going to start with my SWOT analysis because in order to understand strategy, you first need to figure out what's going on in the company. I found this online. So your strengths are of internal origin and they're helpful. And then your weaknesses are harmful to achieving the objective, but they're also internal. And then you look at opportunities and threats, which are external in origin, and then the opportunities are helpful, the threats are harmful. So I'm going to start off with strengths. They have a customer-centric business model. They're one of the largest specialty electronics stores. They actually come in number 4. HP, Dell, and Apple are the leaders in the industry. They have a loyalty rewards program, so it's called the reward zone. For every dollar you spend, you get a point. Once you receive 400 points, you get a $5 gift card, and then from every 400 points thereon, you earn $5. They also have Geek Squad. Not a lot of companies have Geek Squad. They have 20,000 Geek Squad members, not including their in-home service, and they also have a remote service to fix software issues. They have a repair, reuse, recycle concept. So to repair it, you can take your computer in, Geek Squad ties into that, and they will fix it, or your electronics. For their reuse part of that, they give customers for good working condition electronics a value to use in the store, and then they turn around and sell the secondhand items on a secondary market. And then they have a recycle concept. In every Best Buy store, there is a place to recycle rechargeable batteries. They also offer a recycle program for bigger electronics. Some involve fees, but they do get rid of it. For the past 4 years running, Best Buy has gotten an award for their sustainability in recycling. They have a same-day delivery service. Right now, the delivery service is a limited number of products in 13 metropolitan areas. Starting holiday season, they're going to advance that to 27 metro areas, and they've increased the eligible products and they've lowered the cost. So for $5.99, you can get a same-day delivery to your house from Best Buy. And locality is their strength. I personally didn't know this, but 70% of the population lives within 15 minutes of a Best Buy store. It's pretty impressive. So next I'm going to go to weaknesses. So they have high overhead costs, which is because of Geek Squad, their vehicles, their large format stores. So they don't own any of their department stores. They only lease the space. Their sales growth was only 0.5% in 2017 fiscal year. They also have private brand issues, recalls, damaged shipments, things of that nature. New executive officers. Almost every single executive officer has less than 2 years experience. The most lengthy experience they have is their general counsel and secretary and their CEO, which have been there since 2011 and 2012 respectively. Everybody else is brand new in a chief officer position. And then you have their overseas manufacturing. So they don't know what's going to change. There could be customs issues. There could be defects of parts in that part of the country. They just never know. So even though it's cheaper to build things overseas, there's a multitude of issues that could actually occur from having overseas, just like manufacturing and then distributing it to the United States. So next I'm going to do the opportunities. They need to reduce their overhead costs. So they can do that by finding spaces for their stores that they can buy or renegotiating their leases, and they can look at the low performing stores and maybe close those up and just open a smaller Best Buy store to reduce their overhead costs. They need to increase their penetration on exclusive brands and trademarks for profit margin. So they have many exclusive brands. Two of the most well-known are Insignia and Magnolia, which are home theater systems. If they can increase the penetration in that market rather than selling things from Sony or from LG, they actually benefit from that because they can offer it at a lower price and have a higher price, have a profit margin because they created it and they're not having to buy it from a third-party vendor. Their vendor strategy. Over 75% of the merchandise sold for Best Buy last year was from all vendors. 55% of that came from Apple, HP, and LG. They don't have any long-term contracts with those vendors, which could cause a problem in the future because what if supply and demand changes? Those vendors could price items so high that Best Buy wouldn't be able to do a decent profit margin on those, which could hurt their overall bottom dollar. So disappearing competitors. So Circuit City closed in 2009, H.H. Gray closed in 2017, and Radio Shack disbanded in 2009, but as of this year, they have less than 500 stores open in the United States, and they're independently owned contractors. The increased popularity of holiday shopping is a wonderful opportunity for them. Everybody likes to go out and shop on Black Friday. There's Labor Day sales, there's Memorial Day sales. Best Buy can increase their sales by just offering a 25% off or buy one, get one free on smaller items. It would cause consumers to come to their store and in turn spend more money because why would you go to 5 different stores to buy 5 different things when you can get all 5 from one store at a decent price? Okay, next are the threats. So, competition from online retailers. I'm known for it. Everybody likes to shop online. You can get it from site to store or you can get it from site to your house. Their biggest competition right now is Amazon. Amazon can offer things at a super low price and they ship it usually for free to your house because 90% of the country is an Amazon Prime member, so you get free 2-day shipping. Rapid changes in customer needs and environment. Everybody's needs change. What I need today is going to be different tomorrow. And if the environment changes, so for example, a lot of people had CPUs 10 years ago. Now everybody wants laptops. So things like that could change and affect them exponentially because of the amount of product they carry. Changes and upgrades in technology. Again, the ever-changing technology. iPhone just came out with the Apple 10. Because things come out so quickly and things change so quickly, it could be a threat to Best Buy if they stock up on the iPhone 8. And people don't want the iPhone 8, they want the iPhone X. Well, in 6 months from now, what happens when they come out with the iPhone 11? They have all these iPhone X, which is known as iPhone 10, and nobody wants them because there's a brand new version out. So they have to be very careful about what products they choose. Online streaming and digital delivery. In today's day and age, we switched from VHSs to DVDs, we switched from cassette tapes to CDs. Well, now you have Netflix, you have Hulu, you have Amazon Prime Video. All these places are offering a small fee for a monthly service when you can stream all the movies that you want. And then with music, you don't have to have CDs anymore. With iTunes, you can just download iTunes. You can pay a couple dollars for songs. There are a lot of free songs if you're an Amazon Prime member. So there's no need to buy CDs anymore. And Best Buy still carries DVDs and CDs. With digital streaming, that could threaten their profit margin because more people are online streaming and they're downloading MP4s onto iTunes. You don't have to buy the CD anymore. Massive discounting from big retailers. So you have places like Open Box Liquidators, you have BJ's, you have Costco's, you have Sam's Club. All of those places can offer you a price at the manufacturer's level and still make a decent profit. Where Best Buy has to mark up their products they get from manufacturers because they have to make a profit too. So with the increasing popularity of the bigger discount chains, I'd be more likely to go pay $4 for a TV from BJ's than I would $700 for the same TV at Best Buy, simply because it's cheaper and I'm getting it at a wholesale price. Their co-branded credit cards are a threat. Last year, 25% of their sales came from their co-branded credit cards. The problem with this is you have to go through a credit history, get approved, and then you get a certain balance. So changes in the environment, the economy, people lose their jobs, debt to income ratios go up, they look at losing those customers and look at losing the potential customers that would originally qualify for that. With 25% of their sales being in co-branded credit cards, if that changes, that could be an enormous threat to the company. So changes in exchange rates, another company. They have stores in Mexico. They underestimated what the conversion rate would be from pesos to US dollars. They actually lost money last year because the exchange rates weren't in the US's favor. So they need to be very careful when they go outside of the United States to make sure they plan carefully to adequately guess what the exchange rates are going to be to make it profitable to be able to sell in another country. They recently had to shut down chains in Canada for that very reason. They were low-performing stores. It was getting down to hitting their ROI. They were spending more in shipping and for the store's leases than they were making to begin with. So now I'm going to go into strategies. We all know our strategies, but I put the definitions up here just in case. So your realized strategy is the actual strategy that was implemented. The intended strategy is the strategy as conceived by top management team. And then you have your emergent strategy, decisions that emerge from processes in which the individual managers interpret the intended strategy and adapt the changes to external circumstances. So I'm going to start with the realized strategy. So Best Buy's realized strategy the goal was to strengthen and grow the business while decreasing costs and improving efficiencies by three things. Those three things were to build on the strong industry position and multi-channel capabilities to drive their existing business. Their strong industry position being that they're one of the top 4 specialty electronics dealers in the country. Their multi-channel capabilities, that just goes into all the different things they offer. They offer TVs, they offer home systems, they offer computers, they offer anything electronic you can think of, tablets, phones, everything. They wanted to drive cost reduction and efficiencies. They wanted to become more efficient and make some more money. As I stated in their SWOT analysis, they've got some room for opportunity on being more efficient and pricing their items correctly. They wanted to advance key initiatives and drive future growth and differentiation. Best Buy wants to grow, and not in a sense of they want more stores. They want to grow to be more profitable. And then their differentiation. So next is their intended strategy. They wanted to focus on turnaround. They wanted to focus on turnaround and early stage growth initiatives by the following things. They wanted to reinvigorate the customer experience. There was some chatter that customers were not happy going into their stores. So they wanted to fix that and make an environment customers wanted to go into. They wanted to attract and grow transformational leaders and energize employees to deliver extraordinary results. That ties into reinvigorate the customer experience. They were having a high turnover on employees, and then you get employees when you go in that weren't knowledgeable in the section they were in, which reduced the customer experience. And when they do transform the leaders, they train their employees the proper way that move up to management, and then the store should have wonderful results because you have knowledgeable people telling you about the products. They want to work with vendors to innovate and drive value. This goes back to they need to work out a contract with their vendors, long-term, short-term, that locks in a price for items. That way, they can drive value for their products to all their consumers. They're getting it at this price is locked in, it's not going to go up and down with the economy, it's just going to drive results even more for them. So they want to increase the company's return on invested capital by growing revenue and efficiency. So again, they need to learn how to price their items so it can return on their capital. Best Buy has billions of dollars in loans for their merchandise. So they need to grow that revenue so they can get a higher profit after paying back their lenders the billions of dollars that they borrowed to buy the items from their vendors. And then making the world a better place through recycling efforts. This goes back to their reuse, recycle concept. So next is the emergent strategy. Shaping the company's future and creating a company that customers and employees love and generate superior returns for the shareholders. So they want to make sure that their customers and their employees first love the company. Once your customers and your employees love the company, then you can have higher results, which is higher return on investment for the stakeholders. The more money the company makes, the more the shareholders make. So they want to do this by exploring and pursuing growth opportunities. Again, that might not be opening up more stores. That could be offering different products. That could be, opening maybe some smaller stores, expanding Geek Squad, what have you. It could be anything within the company, not just, oh, let's go do a bigger store. They wanted to improve execution in key areas. They wanted to continue to reduce costs and efficiencies. And they wanted to build the capabilities necessary to deliver on the above priorities. So in my research, I found that Best Buy operates from a focus strategy. And their focus strategy is to help customers pursue their passion and enrich their lives with the help of technology. And in this, they wish to play two roles. So they wanted to be a trusted provider and to advice and solutions. So that means they want to be the only person that customers want to come to get their advice and to get solutions to their problems. Then they want to be the leading technology experts who make it easy for customers to learn about and confidently enjoy the best technology. You educate your customers on their options for laptops, why HP might be better than Dell, things of that nature. And they're going to have more confidence in you, especially if you are honest in which one works better regardless of price. Your customers will actually come to you more often than if you go, oh, the $1,000 computer is better than the $800 computer. So their goal is to go beyond selling products and focus on the underlying needs of the customer, such as their entertainment, communications, security, energy management, and health. They believe that this approach will meet the customer's needs and build a stronger relationship within their addressable market. That's a good goal to have. Happy customers equal more customers that come in, and you have more people telling them, oh, go to Best Buy to get this. So it increases their customer base, and it's going to increase their return on capital because they're going to be selling more merchandise through their stores. So I also decided to do a VRO analysis. So the resources I chose were price matching, Geek Squad, recycling for credit, same-day delivery, and Best Buy Mobile. So as you can see, there's 2 that are easy to imitate, and there's 3 that are hard. Right now, nobody offers an item like Geek Squad in their stores or outside their stores. You buy a product, it messes up, you have to call the manufacturer. You can't go to Walmart and say, my computer broke, can you fix it? That's just not an option. Walmart's going to direct you to go to who made the computer. You're going to have to mail it back, have them fix it, and they'll send it back to you. Whereas Best Buy will actually fix your computer, and if they can't, they offer you other options. Recycling for credit. No other stores recycle for credit. You're not going to be able to recycle your batteries. You're not going to be able to take an old TV or an old monitor and get a credit to shop in their store for what that was worth because they can refurbish it. Best Buy is the only person in the area that does that. And then same-day delivery. You've got 2-day delivery and you've got ship to store, but you do not have a same-day delivery. Best Buy currently is the only one that offers that. That right there is going to make them super profitable in the holidays. You don't want to go to the store. You don't want to fight the crowds. Hey, I can go online, click a button, and it'll be here in 2 days. It'll be here in 2 hours. And then Best Buy Mobile and price matching are easy to imitate and other people have. So price matching, we all know all the stores do it. Grocery stores do it. Targets do it. Walmarts do it. Everybody in the industry is doing it to remain competitive. And then Best Buy Mobile, Best Buy has stores that do nothing but cell phones. That's easy to imitate. Walmart's doing cell phones now. You have Verizon, you have AT&T, you have Cricket, you have Metro PC. That's something that any company can do. They can create just one little store that does nothing but cell phones. And then my last page is just my references. It's all the places that I found my information. 90% of it came from Best Buy. Best Buy has a website for investors where you can see their fiscal reports, you can see recycling reports, you can look at their CFOs, you can look just about anything on Best Buy investors. So just the reference page I wanted to include. You can click on them, look any of them up, and you'll be able to see the same information I've presented in my PowerPoint. Thank you.